Hello there. Are you someone who is often anxious and nervous, or has difficulty sleeping at night, or wakes up tired in the morning? Well, it's quite possible that you may have difficulty relaxing. And if you are, it's nothing to feel bad about, feel guilty about, it's not your fault. You have a lot of company. In fact, the good news is that relaxation is a skill. Is it a skill that you can learn? It is. And I'm going to give you an example of that in this video. So if that's of interest to you, please keep watching. Hello again. I'm back. My name is Dan Stodt. I'm a specialist in painless muscle relaxation techniques and the creator of the body empathy method and the healthy pain-free body formula. And I want to talk about something in this video which is really important, in my opinion, and that is relaxation. The body empathy method is a safe and non-invasive conscious way of creating optimal health through a painless system of exercise and massage. And the process starts with deep relaxation, deep muscular and mental relaxation, which actually acts to reset your nervous system, your entire nervous system, back to the pre-stress or even pre-trauma state. The thing is, something funny happens when we are tense. We lose awareness of the fact that, can you guess, that we are tense. My favorite feedback from a client was this, that I got from after one of the massage treatments I gave. She said, you know, Dan, I always feel really good during and after the treatments that I get from you. But there's a moment during the massage when I feel irritated and upset. And I was surprised. I said, really? Well, what's that about? And she said, well, you see, I have this image of myself as someone who's relaxed and in touch with my body. And when you work on me, I realize it's not true. Maybe you've heard this expression from some wise Greek like Aristotle or Socrates, who said, the more I know, the more I realize how little I know. Well, the same is true with your body. Once you begin to really get in touch with your body, only then do you realize how little in touch with it you really are. And the first step in that process is learning to feel how it really is, which is usually in tension, and then letting go of those tensions. In the same way that we often tend to overeat, we also tend to overbreathe. I talked about that in another video, and I'll leave a link to that in the description of this video below. But in the same way that we tend to overeat and overbreathe, we also tend to overmove. By that I mean, to carry out even the simplest activity, we tend to use a lot more effort and force than is really necessary. One of the reasons we do that, I already mentioned, is because when you're in tension, it's like, I don't know if you know, if you drive a car, but for those of you who don't drive a car, and those of you who do, something happens when you park the car, you put on an emergency brake, a hand brake, to stop the car from moving. And what will happen very often is, or occasionally, is a driver will be in a hurry and he will start his or her car, but the car doesn't move. And they'll look at the gas tank. Is there gas? Yeah, they all have gas. And then he'll realize, or she'll realize, oh, they release the hand brake, the emergency brake, and they step on the gas, and vroom, the feeling of flowing, moving effortlessly. I'm telling you this because this is the sensation you will have in your body once you learn to release these excessive muscle tensions that you always carry around with you, but without even realizing it. It's as like you have these manual brakes in a car put on, and not just one, throughout your body. You might have some in your shoulders, another in your neck, another in your hips, throughout your body. That's how important muscular relaxation is. And the way I teach it, it's completely painless and it's neurological. It has nothing to do with putting your body into unnatural stress positions, which I've never liked to do. This is something that is much sweeter, it's gentler, it's a way of almost seducing your body to let go of muscle tension rather than demanding that it do it through some kind of forceful stretching technique. So I have a whole movement system, the Body Empathy Method's healthy movement system, that prepares your body to carry out all your daily activities with maximum ease and efficiency. And this is the real goal of the Body Empathy Method's healthy movement system, to improve your coordination, as opposed to almost all other approaches to fitness, which focus on simply making your body stronger, more flexible, but they don't improve your coordination. The Body Empathy Method's healthy movement system does, and it begins with 5 painless muscle relaxation techniques, completely painless. And in this video, I'm going to show you the first one, which I believe is probably the most important muscle relaxation technique in general you could ever do. My gift to you. Are you ready to learn it? Great. Now, another thing that's really cool about this exercise is that you can even do it on top of your bed. So ideally, you're going to be doing it lying on the ground somewhere on a smooth surface, like a wooden floor or a stone tile floor. And the reason is because you want the movements of the legs. You want the feet and leg to be able to slide easily over the surface. However, if you are on a hard surface, then I recommend you putting some kind of an exercise mat under your torso, under your pelvis, etc. I don't particularly need it, because once you learn how to do the exercise properly, and the whole series of exercises, your body is no longer an uncomfortable place to be. And you can actually do these exercises on a hard surface without even an exercise mat, but I don't recommend that. I'm all about comfort and safety. So, imagine this sheet that I have here underneath me is an exercise mat. The important thing is that you want the pelvis to be on the mat and the legs off of the mat. So this exercise basically involves 3 movements, or 3 parts. And the final exercise looks like this. You bend the leg out to the side, you pick it up, then you bend the leg out to the side, pick the other leg up, and then you let the legs fall down in sequence. I'm not going to teach you the long version of this exercise in this one. I just want to give you enough so you can begin to do it on your own and play with it. If you have questions about it, you can even comment. I invite you to comment on the comment section below if you're watching this on my YouTube channel. But the idea is this. Normally, when we move unconsciously, when we move normally, we don't think. And if I were to say, bring one of your legs up, bending it in the knee, you would probably do this, directing the knee directly forward in space towards the ceiling above you. But that is less efficient than if you do it in 2 counts. First, imagining like a string is pulling your knee out to the side. 1, 2. Out to the side. 1, 2. And then letting that leg fall out and fall out into extension. So it's a 4-count exercise. For example, if you begin with the right leg will do the first and last movements. Movements 1 and 4. 1. And the left leg will do 2 and 3. 2, 3, and 4. So it's a 4-movement sequence. And what I recommend you do is you alternate, beginning once with the right leg and the next time with the left leg. Working on the sequence with the first leg being the last one to move, doing movements 1 and 4. 1. And the other leg will do 2 and 3. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. One final important detail. If you look at my feet, when I do these extending movements of the leg at the end, when I let the leg fall out to the side into extension, there should be a small involuntary movement from side to side of the leg. If there isn't, it's normally an indication that you're still holding on to your leg and you're not letting go of it fully. And if that's the case, you won't get the full benefit of the exercise. So look at this leg for a minute. I just bend the leg out to the side and throw it into extension. And if you look closely, there's a little bit of an involuntary movement at the end of the extension, just for a second. This is what you want. You want that little bum, bum, bum. It's very important that you have that movement. So this one exercise, if you do it repeatedly, 10, 20 times, 30 times, you will begin to relax more and more deeply. And it's a fantastic exercise, not only for relaxation in general, but in particular for your knees and for your lower back. So if you are someone who is physically active and who likes to go running or play some kind of sport or dancing or any of those things, this exercise is a must. If you begin to practice it and you do it correctly, you will thank me. You will begin to notice the before and after difference every time you do it. It's something you should do both before and after running. So this type of an intervention is super important because it's like, maybe you've heard the saying, in the journey of 1,000 miles, it begins with the very first step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Well, there's another saying that I like, that is, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And basically the way we do everything is more or less unconsciously. So that's why if you do this one exercise consciously, feeling what's happening in your body while you're doing it, you intervene, you interrupt that whole pattern of doing everything in a habitual, unconscious, and more often than not, biomechanically inefficient way, and you can begin to reprogram your nervous system for optimal biomechanical efficiency in the way you move your body at all times. And that's what the Body Empathy Method's Healthy Movement System is all about. So if you want to learn more about this wonderful system, which is completely painless and will prepare your adult body for all its daily activities with maximum ease and comfort and safety, etc., then I invite you to contact me by sending an email to info.bodyempathy@gmail.com and state your interest. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you're watching this on my YouTube channel and you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe to it. This way I can send you an email every time I upload a new video. And as I said before, if you have any doubts or questions about this rather unusual or different exercise, ask me in the comment section below too, and I'll respond there if you want. And if you think you know of someone who would be interested in learning this exercise or any of the unique exercises that I teach that you won't find anywhere else in the world at this moment, please tell them about it. Until then, thank you for giving me a little bit of time and attention, allowing me to give you this very special gift. I have a lot more of them that I want to share with you. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, take good care of yourself and take good care of your body too.